Jesse Smollett to undergo mental health assessment after the I am not suicidal outburst at sentencing hearing. You know, I was a mental health therapist at a prison for about 3 years, so I've done a lot of assessments and a lot of mental health evaluations. So I'm very familiar with these assessments. And it's also some conspiracy theories out there about his whole statement. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out, so we can get this information out there, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I put out new stuff. And also check out my link tree that's in the description. It has my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here, and it also has a link to my merch store where I have I Will Not Comply t-shirts, Let's Go Brandon t-shirts, a bunch of t-shirts that's made here in house, that goes to help fund what we're doing here. All right, let's talk about the news. Actor Jussie Smollett, who will undergo a mental health assessment before serving a stint in jail after yelling that he is not suicidal during his sentencing hearing Thursday in Chicago. The Cook County Sheriff Office announced Thursday after Smollett's hearing that the former Empire actor will be given a comprehensive medical, mental health, and security assessment and will be placed in appropriate housing in response to his outburst in court. Quote, per jail protocol, Mr. Smollett will be tested for stupid 19 upon intake and will be offered vaccination if he's not previously been vaccinated and for the vaccinated for the virus, or the booster shot if he has already if he's not already been, the sheriff said. Currently, out of the more than 6,000 individuals ordered into custody at the jail, just 12 are positive of stupid 19, all of whom were identified as positive during the intake. Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail, along with 30 months on felony probation. The actor was ordered to pay $120,000 in restitution to Chicago and a $25,000 fine. Smollett will serve his sentence in Cook County Jail. I know that there is nothing that I will do here today that will come close to the damage you have done to your own life, Judge James Lynn told Smollett during the sentencing. You destroyed your life as you knew it. After his sentence, Smollett repeatedly said he is not suicidal prior to being escorted out of the courtroom. So let's take a look at him saying that right now. Let's check it out. One sec.
I'm sentencing you to 30 months felony probation, and the probation is going to be to this court. You're going to be allowed to travel wherever you want. You do not have to live in the state of Illinois. You can report by phone. I know that if you're going to try to make a living and do some of the things you do, you may have to go to other places, New York and Los Angeles. You can do those things. You will pay restitution to the city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106. You are fined $25,000, which is the maximum fine, and you will spend the first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail, and that will start today, right here, right now. Mr. Smollett, though the jury found you guilty and I've sentenced you as I have, you have the right to appeal the findings and rulings of the court or ask your sentence to be modified. To do those things, you need to file a notice of appeal in writing within 30 days. You may also file a motion to modify your sentence, which would have to be filed in writing within 30 days. Anything not stated in those filings are waived for purposes of appeal. You cannot afford lawyers or transcripts. They would be provided free of charge. Do you have any questions?
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal. That's what I would like to say.
Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this, and I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself, and you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
Okay. I'm fashioning the following
So
sentence. Here's
there
your
you
sentence.
have it there.
I'm sentencing you
Him
to
making that statement. Him making that statement. But there's some conspiracy theory going on out there. They're saying that he the DNC was actually behind this to try to push more racial divide and things like that, and they were trying to take out Trump and all this other stuff. So and he has the names, and he was gonna name names, and so they were gonna try to take him out in jail. That's why he was making those statements. That's some of the conspiracy theories. They think they might Epstein him so he don't tell who was really behind this hoax here, behind the DNC. We know that we know that he made many calls to his DNC compadres, his DNC comrades, I should say. But during sentencing, Special Prosecutor Dan Webb refrained from pushing for a specific sentence, but asserted that Smollett's punishment should include jail time and probation, according to CBS Chicago. But normally during an assessment, they normally give them assessments when you first get locked up anyway. They do the medical exam, they do the mental health exam, and like I said, I've done hundreds of those assessments myself. But and that's standard anyway. But now that he actually made these statements, they're gonna actually they're really gonna make sure that he's not suicidal. They're gonna cross every T, dot every I, and if need be, they'll put him on some type of precaution. It'll be like they'll put, if it's a full precaution, they'll take everything from him and put him in nothing but a little smock. And then as the days go on, they'll gradually start giving him stuff until until they believe that he's no longer suicidal. And this if they suspect that he really may harm himself or harm someone else while he's locked up. That's normally the procedure. But we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully, nothing will happen to this guy. Even though he would never admit that he was wrong and made this whole thing up. And even though I believe he's not a good person, he's an evil person to even come up with something like this or go along with something like this. If the DNC is actually behind it, to actually go along with this stuff, it shows his character. But I don't wish harm on this guy. I hope nothing happens to this guy, and I hope they're able to help him out with his mental health issues, because I think it's more than, even if he is suicidal, it's more than that, because he's obviously mentally disturbed to actually come up with a plot like this and to try to blame this on racism. It shows that he definitely has some type of mental issues, and hopefully he'll get the help that he needs while he's locked up. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.